Hey folks, welcome back to Autumn Woods. On today's video we're going to look at how you can save some money on your heating bill. So stay tuned with us while we cut some wood and show you how to make a fire in our nice wood burning stove. Alright folks, we're out here at Autumn Woods on our little homestead, and it's about 45 degrees right now, and so what we're going to talk about today is cutting some firewood. We've got a wood stove that we heat our house with in the wintertime, and it certainly saves on the electric bill. And what we're going to do today is we're going to start cutting up this tree for some firewood. This tree went down probably last summer in a storm. I don't like to cut live trees. I search through our woods and find stuff that's close to the road that I can cut that's already down. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start getting this cut up and carrying it to the truck, and we're going to take some of it to the house and everything, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back. So we cut up a few logs here. We'll cut up some more of this limb wood and everything. One of the things I wanted to talk about is this tree's probably been down for 2 years. A lot of the limb is rotten, but the trunk of the tree itself is still solid, and that's what we want to get. And so we're gonna have to split a little bit of it, and hopefully it won't split too hard. But at any rate, I guess before you get started, you know, you should do all the things that I don't. Should have on safety goggles, should have on gloves, should have on chainsaw chaps. I'm not the best example, I guess, but I'm just trying to show you what to do. If you've got a little homestead and you need to cut some firewood, this is what you want to look for, especially if you can find down trees already, and that's what we look for. So we'll go ahead and try and split some of this up and load it in the truck. And before I cut any more on this tree, I'm gonna come along here with the saw and kind of clean everything from both sides of it, which I didn't do today for time's sake, to give me a little bit more working room. So that's what we'll do next. But I'm going to try and split a piece or two of this so you know how that goes. What we're using today is what we call a splitting maul. It's not really an axe. A maul is more like a wedge on the handle, and it splits wood better because it doesn't get stuck in the woods or stuck in the log like an axe would do. So, and also if you're cutting up a tree or something and you need a wedge, it's got a flat side where you could hammer it into a cut or a log as well if you needed to do that. So I'm just going to split a couple pieces of this so you can see how it goes, and then we will move along with it. What I like to do It's easier usually to start on the edge pieces, or start on the edge of the log and then work into the center. So let's see how it does. Yeah, it splits real good. We don't like flat pieces because they don't sit well in our wood stove. So we'll take the flat pieces like that and we'll hit them down the middle and just bust them up a little bit like that. And once we get our wood split, we'll just start making a pile. We just go work around it like this. Sometimes you got to make a wedge or something to help your logs split straight and stand up. Now we just had 3 inches of rain, so we're gonna have to let this dry a little bit before we actually burn it. But it'll be dry in a day or two. It doesn't take long once you split it. Yeah.
Big one. Why is it dark in the middle?
That's the hardest part, the core.
That's oak.
It's oak.
It still burns good.
Oh yeah. Well, the part in the middle is hitting what started to rot yet. All the white on the outside is what's already started to rot.
Pretty.
But this is a good tree to get, because by next year this tree wouldn't have been any good at all. It'd have been rotten. It wouldn't have been fit for anything but the bugs to eat it.
And how long will this right here last?
Once we get this split and get it loaded in the truck and carry it back up and pile it in the pile, this wood right here, because we're covered up, what we don't burn this winter, and it'll be just fine to use next year, provided we keep the weather off of it.
How long will it take to burn it?
Well, to burn it, it depends on if we have a fire every night and we burn wood every night,
It's about 1,800 square feet we use.
it'll take about a pickup load a week
Okay.
to heat the house. But
So this times 5, 6.
so in South Carolina,
That.
we only have a fire when it's 30 degrees or below, so it kind of depends on that. Usually during the course of a day and a night, we will burn at our house a wheelbarrow full of oak wood in a 24-hour period if we keep it going. So,
Is that like half a wheelbarrow?
no, that's not quite. I'd say probably Probably 4 logs like that will make a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
You can definitely work off your extra calories doing this if you do it every day. When I was younger, every Saturday we used to cut wood, because that's the only heat we had in our old house. And my job was splitting the wood and then picking it up and loading it in the truck. And then when we got home, we'd have to unload it and stack it on the porch.
So your daddy taught you well, huh?
He taught me well, because that's how we stayed warm.
All right, you can tell him thanks. Here,
Yeah,
thanks, Dad.
thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks, Kim. We
Thanks
appreciate
for the
it.
life lesson.
I appreciate it.
It does keep us warm in the wintertime. Stuff like that. Hey, if the power goes out, we can still cook
That's right.
and everything else, because we use a wood stove. So
But we don't use a wood stove every day to
we
cook.
don't use it every day. But if we had to, we could.
Beans and rice come in handy.
Anyway, basically what I'm gonna do here is just cut more, split it up, load it, make a nice pile, and then we'll start picking it up and carrying it out there and filling up the truck with it. So I know it's getting dark and everything, and I'm gonna do a few more pieces here, but just wanted to give you some basics there. I look for oak trees and hickory trees that are down. Once in a while, if there's a little gum tree that's been damaged, I'll cut that up. Gum doesn't burn good. Gum wood burns real fast, like paper. It's not a good wood. It doesn't put off much heat, but I prefer to use oak or hickory. We have a lot of oak trees on our land, so we have them that blow down every year in storms, so I find them and remember where they're at and come back and get them. So. So we got a late start today. It's getting dark now, so we come on out of the woods and loaded up what we have. We've probably got enough right there in our wood stove to last us 3 nights. Of course, there's a lot more to get, and I'll go back and get that, but we're running out of light, so it's time to quit for today. But in about 40-45 minutes, we got this much done, and we had to carry it a good little ways. So it's definitely a good workout, good exercise. It after you eat a big lunch or something, you go out and cut a load of wood. It definitely will help you feel better. So anyway, stay tuned for us. We're gonna be doing some more. I'm gonna get this stacked up so it can dry out good, and we'll go in a little bit and get the fire started, because it's probably about 40-42 degrees right now. And we'll go ahead and get it started for tonight. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, like it, and share it with your friends, and God bless.